whenever making a film, I don't, this is the first time I've done something that was, it's called POV style, so point of view where the camera is mounted on, basically so you kind of see them first perspective. Never done a film like that. Whenever making a film, I haven't made that many. I always try to make them very exciting. I'm a big fan of action movies, and I love that genre, so I try to bring that as much as I can. This whole film was shot in 3 days. We were very limited on what we can do. When you're making a film on zombies, there's a lot of zombie folklore that's out there with, with how zombies should be represented, how zombies should move, and so we were able to kind of bend those rules. The rules that were given to us is they had to be like daytime TV zombies, meaning like no Walking Dead zombies where it's just like lots of blood and lots of gore. So we tried working within that limitation, and then we also all the mother and father and sister were professional actors, and everyone else was just sort of local youth group kids. And so we had to kind of like teach them how to be zombies, and it was an interesting process. It was very talented. So I worked as a director on this, and also the editor. We had Outside the Box. They basically did all the pre-production, they did all the casting. Really great people to work with. And I'm trying to think what else. So how we shot it is. They have like little cameras called like GoPros, which we thought about maybe shooting like that because it's really light. You can just stick it on like any sort of helmet, but it didn't have the quality that we wanted. So we shot it on 5D Mark II and basically through a lot of iterations of bicycle helmets to motorcycle helmets. Got a Harley Davidson motorcycle helmet. There's a company called Kudo that make camera accessories. And so we basically, after buying a couple expensive helmets and drilling the wrong holes in, and found the right place to put the holes in, stuck Kudo accessories in there, and mounted the camera on the side, and then had to stick counterweights on the other side and the back. So the helmet itself is about 20 pounds. So 20 pounds on your neck is a little cumbersome. So we had to stick we had a really great DP. He had to stick a mouthpiece in there because it was so heavy in the jugs. I did most of the test stuff. And so pretty much I would say 80% of all of it was done on that, which is relatively smooth because your head's a good sort of like stabilizer. A few of the shots that involved a lot of like fast pans and tilts, those were all handheld to hold the camera up. Actually, I did some of the bike stuff where it got a little shaky. I was doing that because just liability. I couldn't afford for my DP to get injured, so I was like, if I get injured, that's fine. And so I just kind of held the camera up like this. I mean, with any film, there's always things that I wish we could have done differently. There's several things with this one, but one of the big things is I wish we had more. The idea was to have it be a first-person shooter point of view, so I wish we had more of the hands in the shot. You see a little bit when we're going towards the church. He's got like the stake. I wish we had more of that. I felt like that would have given a little bit more of the first-person video game feel. I don't know. I just kind of talked a lot. I'm not sure if you have any questions. I can talk more about different aspects, but yeah. Any questions? Yeah.
The concept.
The concept, yes. So they made about 18 different short films, and we worked on 2 of them that they've done. Another one was called Palm Sunday. And they're all revolving on the Eucharist and different readings during the Mass and stuff, or in the liturgical season. And so the idea was, well, as Catholics, we believe that the Eucharist is the body and blood of Christ. And kind of going off, that's the body of Christ, and so you need the body of Christ to have life within you. And so zombies are dead, and it's sort of like he's seeing the world, as the priest says, seeing beyond the physical. And so that's the idea that we were going to tease it at the end, and when he was in Mass, he looks over at his sister, and his sister has fangs, and do, vampires versus Jesus, like the blood of Christ, and so, but we didn't do that. So, as playing off that, a lot of people, when they first hear zombies versus Jesus, they kind of had like this, is this sacrilegious? Is this, and so I was trying to, a fine role to play. It's like, okay, I mean, it really was, it's not necessarily, it is a short film, but it's more or less sort of a catechesis tool to be used, in youth groups, in a setting to, open up the dialogue about that. So we actually, in the DVD itself, there's like a discussion guide, references to the catechism, stuff in the Bible, and different things to kind of get, the conversation started in that. So it's geared as a ministry tool.